Hi everyone, welcome back to Family Law Assistance. It's Monday. How do we get to Monday? I don't know. Anyway, I hope you're doing well. I thought I'd just jump on here and just talk briefly about something that I've had a lot of messages about, and that's this thing about bubbles. Bubbles. Now, not the kind, sadly, that go off in the garden or that I have a lot of fun with, but I'm talking about social bubbles. Now, we've all seen it about, and I have to prefix this, okay, because I do get a lot of questions. Just want to be clear, okay, that the majority of the easing of restrictions are happening in England, okay? In Wales, it's still, we are still pretty much locked down here, guys and girls. So here in Wales, where we are, it's still pretty locked down. But in England, things are changing, things are moving. We've had the opening of shops today, and we've also had this idea of social bubbles. Now, one of the things that I've been messaged quite a bit about is this idea about what can we do with our children? How does this affect contacts? I'm just going to come up with it and say it doesn't, okay? So the rules that applied pre-lockdown are absolutely the same things right here, right now, okay? So if you are at the moment struggling with, or you're not having contact with your children, and one parent is citing COVID, okay, the rules are that the children can move between homes, okay? Just going to stop there because for some reason, so I'm recording this on my phone, so I just want to make sure that I can see questions that are coming up. So I'm just going to log into it on my computer. Isn't technology amazing? I should have done this beforehand, I guess, but there we are. Family Assistance. There we go. It's just so that if I can see if there's any questions coming up, because there normally are. And for some reason, there we go. For some reason, they don't always come up on my phone. I did a whole live and I thought, gosh, it's unusually quiet right now. And now I know. Now I know it was quiet because my Facebook on here wasn't bringing up any comments. So there we go. There we go. Okay, so yeah, what I wanted to say about contact right now is contact is still happening. Contact is still taking place. There should be the movement between the homes if it's safe to do so. Guys, if you have a court order, that court order should be being adhered to right now, okay? So if there is an issue where that ain't happening, okay, the courts are still open. We're doing a lot of court hearings. Admittedly, they're virtual, okay, but they are still taking place. They are absolutely still happening. So if you're sort of wondering that the easing of lockdown and how does that affect, honestly, you'd have thought common sense would have potentially dictated that, well, easing of lockdown should kind of make things easier for contact, but no, I think the easing of lockdown in England, just want to be clear, because Wales and that's not happening here, but in England you'd have thought that there would have been a lot more transparency around what's going to be happening with contact, what's going to be happening with court hearings, but no, I think it's causing a lot more questions than answers, to be honest, because I think people feel that there are a lot more variables. So as Family Law Assistants, we thought we're just going to dive in here, give you an update on what's happening. Monday Madness, and it is Monday Madness because Monday is the days that our phone calls go, they go bonkers. A lot of people kind of phone in on a Monday. So for us, Mondays really are quite mad. So in line with that, like I said, if you're just tuning in, I'm just talking about I'm talking about bubbles. Social bubbles, of course. And one of the things that I've had a couple of messages about is how does that impact on child issues? Honestly, it doesn't, okay, because the rules that with that children can move between two homes. Now, I admit that sometimes you're going to have to find a way to navigate that. Sometimes if you were rocking up to each other's houses, is it safe to do so? Just using common sense. However, if you are in the position where your ex is not allowing contact because of COVID, or suddenly something's come up, it's a social bubble, I can't allow contact, okay, the rules still stand. And if you are having problems, then get in touch, shout and holler, and we will assist, as we have been doing for the last God knows how many weeks since lockdown. I mean, this has been a crazy ride, and ever since lockdown happened, we have made it our mission, almost, go so far as to say mission, our mission to keep you informed, keep you updated, always shout and holler. To that end, we are bringing some new stuff for you. Oh my God, I don't know if I should say this. Should I say this? So a lot of changes are happening in Family Law Assistance. We are launching our new website soon. I know. And we'll also be introducing you to our amazing Family Law Assistance graduates. In fact, I think, actually, yeah, just an idea just popped into my head, and I think we shall do a live with some of our graduates, just so that you get to know them. Yeah, get to know who has passed our training, what kind of people that they are, what made them go on this crazy journey where they really wanted to change people's lives. Here's the thing, you know, we are entering such an uncertain time right now. People are being furloughed. People who don't know at the end of furlough, have they got a job to go back to? Did they even like the job they were doing anyway? What are they doing with their lives? And I can tell you for certain that if, by the way, spoiler alert, if you're looking at this and thinking, wow, yeah, I'd really like to do that, I could really see myself changing people's lives, this is not an episode of Perry Mason or Suits, okay? If that's just too old of a reference for you, okay? It really isn't. So if you've got the passion and the vigor and the robustness, you know, because, you know, people who do what I do and what Stephen does and what my graduates do, you need a skin of a rhinoceros. And I'm sure they'll be telling you that as well. So just a quick mention, just a quick pop on here, just to talk about all the exciting stuff that's coming up in Family Law Assistance. We are talking all things bubble today, but social bubbles, of course. Okay. Let me know how you're getting on. Are you heading out to the shops today? Have you got a court hearing coming up? Let me know. Let me know in the comments below. Guys, have an amazing day. Take care and stay safe.